Hey everyone, this is Genesis. Today I'm coming back to you with a coding video where I'm doing, well, nothing but really just coding while at the same time as I'm kind of commentating it. So you're going to notice this big green thing here. I'll talk about that in just a second here. But what am I doing? Well, I am working on, let me actually get it ready here, a UI like this. This is going to be for my survival. This is like a little proof of concept I have right now. This is going to be my survival UI. I'm kind of tinkering with it right now. So every time you open up your inventory to craft something, to look at your inventory to pull up this screen, and all the objects that you have in your inventory actually will be displayed as pictures like this. And the goal in the end will be to get them to save their positions wherever you put them. Maybe have like up here or some over here, like be the crafting area to put all the items you want to craft in here, and a list box will be maybe over here on the right that shows what you can make with the objects you're placing in there. So we'll see about that. Well, I'm sure this is going to be quite the undertaking. I have never done UIs. I really hate UIs. I got a basic thing here so far. It's a basic functionality that was just boring, not interesting enough to code or anything. So like, for example, if I these are going to be, these things I'm pulling around are the same images as the background you see here. So that's what we're going to be doing today, is creating some images. If I right click on it, it says getting this error message, which I don't fully understand because maybe I just need to do, it's saying I need to add disable serialization to this variable. But I don't understand. I'm not sure why. Yeah, I'm not sure why. So I'll need to worry about that later. That's not a big deal, this error message. But anyway, you right click on things and you can see that, say this is, oops, well, hold on. You can say like this here is like a piece of food or something. I can right click on it. It shows a little image of the item here. And I can click on info, craft, or I can double click on this to do whatever action you'd like. And I think that would be just awesome. So they can have like eat. This is just, proof of concept here. And I think I am excited to kind of create a new custom UI. Now this won't change the UI for like ArmA for like gear, but it will change the UI for holding shit. It'll all be in here, and you only can hold a certain amount, and I can do a whole bunch of things like this, like crates. We'll use the same similar system, but it'll be a different background image, like it'll be like a box or something. You actually have to drag things out of it, so that'll be pretty cool. So what's with this crap right here? Well, this hurts my eyes. I'm sorry if this hurts your eyes, but this is my green screen here, and I'm going to set up a test of, just very basic. I'm going to add some food items. So I'm using Zeus here just to spawn in, let's see, let's just do a spirit can here. Okay. And let's see, here's some food. I'll just type in food. And we'll do baked beans. We're going to keep it simple. So I want to try to create 2 objects today. And oh god, the screen hurts my eye. Oh, these not going to stay. Alright, hold on. Alright. I have to disable the simulation here. Let's just hope that I should probably just do this a different way, but that's fine. Okay. Got it. So disable the simulation. So this way they should not fall anymore. Doesn't really matter where I place it. I'm using the green screen, so I'm going to be making images out of these. And so what I'm doing is I'm just rushing up to it. I'm using my player just as the camera here. And I'm going to be positioning, actually, I don't need to use my player, I can use Zeus, just like this, as the camera. Okay, so I'm already seeing a problem here. This green is different than this green, so this might cause some issues, but that's okay. We can fix that. So I want to take like an angle shot. Now I don't like how the lighting on this is not the best. See, it's a little over bright. Now I'm going to try something in-game before I just is casting a shadow help on that? Oh, look at that. That did it. I casted a shadow on it. There we go. So I'm thinking of getting a little angled shot, like something like that. What I'm going to do is just hit print screen. Open up the paint here. There is a much better way to do this, but that's okay. Alright. I'm going to just cut this down as much as possible, just within paint itself. I'm going to kind of get it like that. Just like that. Spirit can. We'll save this in the raw images folder. Okay. Bam. Alright, so the first things first is we want to change the image size, canvas size. Is it canvas size? No, image size. We've got to make it pixel measurements that ArmA will accept. Now ArmA does, oh, what was it? Let's see. I forget now. Let's see. Good. I gotta look this up. So I always have to remember this. It goes in, yeah, we're gonna try. Let's see, 226. Is it, what is it, powers of 8? Is that what it is? Yeah. Yeah. So this is 480. This is 312. Let's keep it simple. We're going to do height. Let's see, 226. And 226. Oops, let's do 56 by 512. It's a little stretched. Ah, man, this is the math I should have had done before I started recording. Let's see here. It must be 2 to 1 is the problem. So most people do, since this is a vertical, yeah, we're just gonna have to do that, I think. I'm pretty sure it has to be a 2 to 1. But I'm not sure. The width I'm doing shorter because this is more of a vertical object and it'll stretch back out. We're just gonna have to do it like that. We're just gonna keep them all consistent, so this will be the spirit can. And I'm not a pro Photoshopper by any means at all. I'm going to do my best to not edit the original image. And let's see. What I'm going to do is go ahead and edit this out. So the green is just a cutout, like I can add my own background if I wanted to. And I'm thinking, I wonder if I do want to do that. To make it look like it's in a bag or something. So I want all this to be consistent. So the background image, I don't want like a background image of like the concrete, like the grass, like up against this, right? I want to have something. Let's see. How about we just use a similar thing as I did before. Let's use this texture here for the background. So, okay, so I'm going to come over here. I'm going to look at it, disable simulation. Yeah, I like that. So again, we're going to print screen. Whoops. Ah! Doing some really quick edits here. Condense it as much as possible. I'm actually going to cut off the bottom because I really just want this texture, right? Just like that. Save as. We're going to call this texture. Let's see, bag texture. Okay. Go back into Photoshop. Back texture. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to add an additional layer. I'm just going to paste this in. I can move shit turn as we want, but I'm going to move it below. Actually, even this layer. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the Spirit Can layer. I'm going to select the green. Just delete it. Layer 1. Select the green. Delete. Okay, and we're actually just going to go to this layer, and we're just going to delete. Erase this right here. Alright. I'm noticing there's still a little green on the outside. Oops. Let's back up a little bit here. Tolerance. I can't remember. Tolerance. I can't remember the way this works in this. Yeah, okay, let's do a tolerance of 40. Delete that. Let's try a tolerance of 50. I'm trying to get rid of this little green around it. You know, I think that's going to be enough. Let's try 100. Oh, that's too much. Now we're cutting into it. I think the anti-aliasing is what's doing it. Let's go up to 50. No. I think we're just going to live with that. I think that's okay. Now if I really wanted to make it go the additional mile here, what I can do is just convert this to black. If I really wanted to, I can lower my sensitivity of my mouse, and I could just give this thing a really quick, rough outline. Sticking to the outside here. Alright, just like so. You can barely see it in the video, I'm sure, but hopefully when we zoom out, you'll see a difference. Just going to kind of increase the size to 3. I'm just kind of going around, just cleaning up the image. This should give it a nice outline just like that. It's almost too thick. You see now it's almost too thick. Actually might be a better way to do this than drawing it by hand. And I did a mistake here. I'm drawing on the object itself, which was a huge mistake. That was a very silly mistake. Just go in here and delete it. Yep, goofed it. So what we're going to do is get rid of that. I'm going to open up the Spirit Can again. Oh, let's see here. Okay. This is why you don't edit the original image. But I'm okay with... I should be creating a mask for getting rid of this grain here. And that probably would be the smarter idea. Let's see. I'll just make sure this is all lined up. Alright, so let's do that. Let's go ahead and doop. So this is a little aggressive. Let's do that to 30. I think that's alright. And we're just going to go ahead and right click. This will be outside of can. Okay, we're going to right click, create a clipping mask. Whoops, is that it? Hold on. Ah man, it's been such a long time since I've done any of this. Is it a clipping mask? No, it's this button right here. Okay, select inverse, and bam. And now what I can do is click this mask here, increase the size of this. I can cover that up. This doesn't actually delete anything. See if I click here. I think I can just, yeah, I can see I can toggle in between that. And now what I can do is just, whoops, I can click on this one. I can actually paint what I want or what I don't want. Alright, so one thing I want to do, go back to here. Let's see. I actually think it might be this one. Just use the stroke command here. I'm going to put 75%. Oh, that's the whole thing. Oh, there we go. Size of just one. Inside, we're going to make it on the inside so it gets rid of that green outline. And I'm going to make it a little bit less visible. And hit OK. There we go. Now one thing I want to add here is the tab, because when you're picking up images, like if we go back to here, whoops. So for example, if you just look at this menu, these are the icons I'm going to be using, right? You can see when you click on them, it always clicks in the top left corner. The dialog is actually in the top left corner. So I'm going to add a little like purple tab or something that it gives you a hint of where to click. Okay, so how am I going to do this? I don't know. I'm thinking just let's get a square. Okay. Well, maybe if I actually change the color of the square, that would be better. So let's do, yeah, let's try purple. Should it be purple? Or should it be a black tab? No, because the black is going to contrast with that white tab. Let's try like that. Let's try keeping it simple first. And we're just going to rotate it. Just like that. And now I'm thinking that something like that. Stretch it. Just save it like that. Alright, looks like that actually takes up too much space, so we're going to scoot it back a little bit. And I can't remember. Alright, yep. Okay. I'm thinking that I need to. Oh man, it's been such a long time. Bucket tool. So let's try purple. This is such a hard decision for me. Choose pure black. No. So looking at this, what would look good with our palette? Maybe keep it in the ArmA realm, more like this green, like a darker green. Maybe that's better. And what we can do is shift this around a little bit, just like that. Does that look good? Looks like it needs to come down further. Like that. And I'm just going to use this as the template. Once I get this done, then I can use it as the template. Is this? Oh, it's G. Okay. That looks better. I think that looks decent. Alright, I'm going to come in here and notice these pixels are off a little bit. Okay, this is one thing I don't understand about. So yeah, I'm clicking to erase this color. It just does that. So what I want to do is actually pick the color here. I'm hoping. Alright. Looks a little bit better. And let's go ahead and give the tab a little bit of pop. I'm thinking just using some quick and dirty effects here, if I could drop shadow. Just like this. 250, 140, yeah, 140 degrees. Bam. And I want that to really stand out. It's like, so you can tell where you have to click. And that might be a little bit too much, but we're going to go ahead and test it. We'll just start with this one here. So, let's see. I'm going to create a Photoshop folder. Item template. Alright, so here's the template. So here we go. Now what we need to do is convert this to a PNG, JPEG. It doesn't really matter. I have no alpha channels. Oh, one thing I realized I do want to do is look at this. I do want to add a border to the objects. So one thing we are going to do, let's see the best way I can do this here. So if I cover this in a box. Oh, let's see, how do I do this? Okay, so we got a box here. I am literally going to, oops. Select let's see, oops, go to the selection tool. Transform selection. Let me just cut everything in a little bit. I'm just kind of eyeballing it right now. This is probably killing some people. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and this current selection. I'm going to select the inverse. Okay, looks like the bottom's a little bit too much to transform selection. We're going to scoot this down just a little bit. Select inverse, and we're going to go ahead and create another mask. Okay, that worked just like we want. It's kind of hard to notice it. So what we are going to do is change it right to black. And there we go. And now we have a nice border on this. And we can play around with it, like if we want to have inner glow, faucet, and these are just some really quick effects here. Actually, it doesn't look half bad doing that. I'm just looking for quick and dirty, if that makes sense. I'm not looking to change anything up. Alright, let's say that as a template. And I'm going to go ahead and save this as PNG Spirit Can. Alright, so we're one step closer to getting this into the actual game, and we are about 30 minutes in. So now that I have the template, a lot of the other objects will go by really quick. All I have to do is replace this image right here. Alright? Resize it, because they're all going to be the same dimensions, but I need to make sure this one works first, so we need to see if we need to change the template. So first things first is I need to launch ArmA through tools. They're going to see all my games that I like. ArmA through tools. Launch it. We're going to open up text view. And we are going to open up, let's see, where is this located at? We're going to go to Documents, Spirit Can. Okay. Now, can I just click and drag this to text view? Please tell me. Yes. Beautiful. Alright. So now this is our quote-unquote finished product. 256 kilobytes. We're going to save it as the Spirit Can PAA. And we want to save it to the images folder. Let's actually create an images folder here. And we'll call it the Spirit Can PAA. Okay, we'll minimize that. We'll go back to here. Let's go ahead and make sure that it did actually in fact save. Let's see if we can open it. Yep, we can open it. It's 64 kilobytes now. Beautiful. Now, we need to restart the mission. Hit play. Load this up. So take a look at our inventory, work in progress function here. I have a lot of placeholders down here. This will be probably for another video that we're going to change this up, but I have two quote-unquote test items that I manually generate. In the future, these will all be generated just by what you have in your inventory up to a certain limit. Once this loads in, so what I'm going to do is change these images by simply doing images/Spirit Can PA. Okay. This will also be a test here. Uh-oh. Images Spirit Can. .PA. Okay, so one thing you'll notice is this is all skewed up terribly bad. So what we have to do is come into here, and we get to set the height and width of these objects. So we'll say we want them all to be, the width to be, well, let's take a look at it one more time. Is the width good enough? The width might even be a little bit too much, but we'll stay there. Let's just double the height and see what that looks like. So 2-to-1 ratio, right? Okay. It's a little bit better. I'm kind of looking at this green thing. It seems a little bit too far to the right. Like it's going to the center of the image here. I really don't like the way this looks stretched. It's almost too big, so we're going to go ahead, and the width is what we're going to do to 2. Let's try the height, 5.5. Oh. I did 0.5. Oh, that looks really goofy. Alright. Okay, that's better. I still think the green is a little bit too far to the right. I'm looking at this in game. I think they're almost a little bit too small, but I guess if you highlight it, you can tell what it is. Maybe that's okay. Let's increase the size just slightly. Let's do 2.5, 2.5, 5.5, 5.5. It's a little bit better. I think the height actually needs to be. Okay, that looks much better. I don't know if that's almost too big now, but that's okay. So now you can tell, okay, I need to click here to grab them. I can't just click here. And I can make it easier to grab objects. But you can see this the item right there. So that's how you add. Now I just edited an image. You can see the border. You can tell the border. Looks very well. I like it. I think I need to back up the green thing a little bit. So let's reopen up our template. In this shape here. I think I actually want to have it come further back like that. What I'm going to do is just close this whole thing really quick. Oops. That, like that, like that. Oops. And I'm thinking something more like that. Bring it down a little bit. Okay, let's go ahead and deselect it. And it looks much better. Bring it down a little bit. So I should probably I should probably be measuring this. It'd be a much better idea, but I'm just nudging it now with the arrow keys. And I'm thinking that looks good right there. I notice this one little pixel. I like to paint. Oops. Just like that. There. I think that looks better. So we're going to save that. And then unfortunately we have to kind of go through the whole thing again. PNG, we're going to resave it. Try to replace it, yes. I don't have to back out of this again. A little text view. So I'm going to, oh, that's what I shut. I'm going to drop that in there. You can see the difference. Save as PA. I'm actually just going to I did not name it correctly. There we go. Whoops, I hit the wrong button. Alright, so we are getting close to 40 minutes here. I am thinking that we call that video, we'll check it out, and we'll call that here. And in the next video, I think what I want to do is make it so you can actually find these objects in the world and create a system to interact with objects. Now that will be another challenge. So the next thing I want to do is get rid of these test objects. This might even need more tweaking. Just doesn't, like, this ratio does not seem right, and it's probably a good, you know, math formula for this, but it doesn't seem, seems almost too wide now. I can't tell. Oops. Actually, that might be okay. I'm not sure. In each image, it's gonna be tough. Each image actually might have different. I'm thinking now different boxes. They're not going to be the same like this. This is really short because these are cans, and then maybe like a gun or like certain things will be bigger. That's okay. A lot of the same stuff we can still use. We just have to change the image size and the template. Alright, I think that is good enough for now. So I don't know what this error is. One thing I want to do is actually when I right click over here, I want this to go away. So let's do that real quick before I end the video. So if it's too far away and the right button was clicked, you want to get rid of it. Will that do it? Look at that. You can't drag things in this right click menu, but you can click on here. And then if you click out of it, now you can drag things. That's working beautifully, and I can stack these up. Like so. Alright. You can see the mouse pause in the top right, it's tracking here. So like, actually you can see the safe zone. The safe zone's like 1 to 1 is the safe zone. Alright guys, I think we'll end that here. So the next objective is going to be actually, which might be a little more intensive, cutting away to pick up these objects in the actual world. So I'm going to just have some spawned here. I have to create a UI system that where you actually can pick them up. And that's actually going to be an interesting system. We're going to figure that out. Alright everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.